Good morning, my students, and welcome to your English class. Today, my children, we're going to continue with the review of the numbers because remember, we saw the final number last class. Last time, we finished with all the numbers from Kinder 1. Remember, the last number was number 10. And the number 10, remember, it has two digits, 1 and 0. And together, they have to be combined to create number 10, okay? Well, before we reach number 10 again, let's have a quick review of the previous numbers, starting with the number 1, which remember is the soldier. The number 2 is the dog. The number 3, remember the animal of the zoo, which is the snake. The number 4, the chair upside down. The number 5, the number that likes to eat a lot, so that's why it has a big stomach. Number 5. The number 6, remember, is the cherry. The number 7, the number that is always sleepy. That's why it's inclined. The number 8, the number that looks like Olaf from the movie Frozen. 2 circles, 1 up, 1 down. Number 9, remember, which is the balloon that has a string on it. And the number 10, once again, remember 2 numbers, number 1, number 0, we put them together, los juntamos, and it creates number 10, okay? Very good. Today, my children, we're going to continue working with the textbook, and the pages of today appear right here. This is the first activity. Second activity of today, okay? Now, these activities, I put them right here on the whiteboard because we're going to do them together. So, once again, my children, if you want to work with me, with the teacher, you have to have your book at hand, deben de tener el libro en la mano, and a color, any color that you want. If you want to work with color black or color red, you can do it, okay? Now, we're going to work together. For this, remember, you have to be ready at this page. Tenemos que estar listos en esta página, okay? Very good. Now, the activity of today, my children, consists in the following. Now, here on the left side, we have squares. Tenemos cuadrados. We have squares in color red. Inside these squares, inside all of the squares, we have a number. For example, here, the first square inside has the number 10. Now, next to al lado, we have more squares, but in this case with color green. Now, what we have to do is locate the pair, the one that is similar, the one that is the pair of number 10. Tenemos que encontrar su par. Right here, again, we have number 10. So, next to, we have to locate the other pair, the other number 10, okay? For this, remember, we're going to work together. So, you have to help the teacher locate the number 10. Let's start. Now, here, number 10. Let's locate another number 10. We have number 2, number 8, number 10. Is it the same? Is it similar? ¿Es igual? Yes. So, we put an X on the one that is the pair. Donde está el par, we're going to mark it with an X, okay? Very good. Excellent. Now, let's continue with the second number. The second number inside the square is number 9. So once again, we have to find the pair of the number 9, okay? Let's start. Okay, here, is it the same? Is it similar? Yes. So remember, what do we have to do? We have to mark it with an X. Excellent, okay? Very good. Now remember, you are working with the teacher, okay? In your house, you are working with the teacher. In your house, you are doing it in your textbook, okay? And in the case of me, I am working on the whiteboard. The third number is a number, remember, that looks like a laugh, the number 8. Now, once again, we have to find the pair of this number 8. So here we have number 5. This one looks similar. Is it the same? Number 8, number 8? Yes, it is. So once again, we find it, we mark it. Now let's continue. Under we have the number 7. Remember, the number that is very sleepy. Now let's find a pair. We have 8, 10, 3, 7. Is it the same number? ¿Es el mismo? Yes, it is. So remember, we're going to mark it with an X. There you go, number 7. Let's continue with the number 6. Remember, the one that looks like a cherry. So we have number 6. It's right here next to it. Now, is it the same number? Yes, it is. So let's mark it. Very good. We finished the first part of the exercise, okay? Remember, there are 2 exercises. This is the first one. So once you have finished, again, in time with the teacher, let's change the page. Cambiamos página so we can continue working, okay? This is the second activity of the day, and once again, I have it next to on my whiteboard. So once again, if you want to work with the teacher, let's continue, okay? Now, once again, inside the square color red, we have number 5. Now, let's find the pair of the number 5. We have a 2, an 8. Here we have another 5. Is it the same number? Yes, it is. So, let's mark it with an X. Let's continue. Under, we have a 4. Inside the square color red, we have number 4. Let's find the pair. It's a 3. It's a 4. Is it the same number? Yes, it is. So let's mark it. Okay, now under, we have a 3. Now let's find the pair. Number 5, no. Number 6, no. Number 2, it's right here. Number 3. Is it the same number that appears here? Yes, it is. So let's mark it. Good. Now under, we have number 2. Let's locate number 2. It's right here next to it. Okay, it was very easy. It wasn't difficult. So is it the same number? The one that looks like a dog? Yes, it is. So let's mark it. Okay. Now, one more remaining. Uno más. Now, under we have number 1. Now, let's look for number 1. Let's look the pair. Number 4, no. Number 1. Is it the same number, the one that is saluting like a soldier? Yes, it is. So remember, we're going to put an X on it. Very good. Okay, excellent job. I'm very happy with the results. Now, remember, this is the second activity that appears right here on your teddy book, okay? Now, remember also that on the previous classes, we are going to continue working again with the numbers because remember, we're almost at the end, okay? Because the previous topics are about letters. So before we start with the letters, remember that we have to know and recognize all the numbers without any difficulty, okay? Very good. So that's it for today, my children. I hope you have an excellent day. Don't forget that the teacher Jacob loves you very much. Take care. Goodbye.